Hey agents, Dewey J here. Had something happen in the past week that probably only going to happen once or twice in the lifetime of the game. I got to recurse. So I thought we'd look at recursing and recovering. So the first thing, look a little bit at what it looks like to actually start the recursion process. Welcome back, agents, to a very special episode of Prime Tips. I recently hit level 16 for the first time. Yeah, I'm a little slow. I didn't push it, but I made L16, and it's time to recurse. And you don't often get to recurse, so I figured we'd look at recursing and maybe building back up. So we're going to start the process of recursing right now. So I've made my 16. I go to my information, and if I slide all the way to the bottom, there's the dreaded or maybe welcomed recurse button. So recurse will take me back to 1. I get to keep my points, I get to keep my badges, but I start all over on levels and AP. So I hit the recurse button. Scanners detected anomalous readings. It's possible at some point, recent past, ancient powerful technology was used to transform you, converting every aspect into a form known as a simulacrum. You have become a living, breathing duplicate of yourself, composed entirely of XM. An opportunity now lies before you. Simulacrum can undergo the process called recursion. This will deepen your connection to the XM. It may allow you in the future to perform sophisticated actions not currently understood. The choice is yours. I'll hit the read more. Warning, there is no going back. Your choice will be final and irreversible. So, by agreeing to the following, this is what's going to happen. Access level will be reset to L1. Retain lifetime AP. Retain recharge distance. Retain inventory items. Retain mission progress. Retain access to level granted services. That's the one that's tricky, because I'll go back to level 1, so I can't use any mods or anything that's a level above 1 until I get to that level. Also, my XM tank is going to tank. It's going to go back to level 1. And it actually doesn't start right away. I will proceed. Warning, no turning back from this new life. I'm going to begin the process. Select finalize recursion when the timer is at 0. So I have to wait 4 hours before I can actually recurse. Takes time to complete. Exiting the screen will not pause or cancel the simulacrum process. So I am just going to exit right now and come back in 4 hours and finalize. So there I have the countdown. So I can come back to my stats and slide all the way to the bottom. And there's my countdown timer. Okay, we'll be back in a few hours. So in about 4 hours, I went back in and so I talk about it a little bit later, did the recursion and then tried to race back to level 8 or 7 as quickly as possible. We'll talk about why you want to do that. So when you actually do the recursion, a lot of things will be reduced because you are starting back over. So you're going to go back to level 1. You're able to use level 1 gear. You're able to do actions up to the level 1 XM tank, which is only 3,000 in that XM tank, and that becomes important a little later as well. Your AP goes back to 0, but your lifetime AP is retained, and we'll see that you actually have 2 different APs that are showing up. You're able to use that well. L1 gear, as we said, whenever you hack, you're going to hack L1 and L2 gear, because when you hack, you can get things that are 1 level above or 1 level below your level. So when you're at 1, it's 1 and 2 is what you'll get. And you can deploy just L1 resonators. So that means at that level 1, you can only build an L1 portal. But you get to keep a lot of things, and this is the good part, and allows you to go up through levels quickly. So you keep that lifetime AP. So your AP is always going up. It doesn't really reset back to zero other than for the level that you're working on at the time. You keep your stats. So if you've got so many days in Sojourner, you're going to have so many days in your Sojourner. You keep your badges or whatever name you want to call it. You keep what missions you have. You keep your inventory. You keep your keys. This is one that's kind of important that most people don't realize. You keep your recharge distance. So if I'm recharging a portal that is a long way away from me, miles and miles and miles, I do that as a level 16 agent, not as a level 1 agent. Now, I can't recharge as a level 16 agent. I recharge as a level 1 agent. So I can't recharge much at a level 1, but I can recharge at a distance. I keep those things that are granted by level, things like Wayfarer access, so I can review portals, submit portals. You can keep the mission creator access. So all that stuff you get, and you continue to use it. So when you recurse, it depends on how you want to play it. You have some decisions on what you want to do. You can play it slow and just go through the levels. A lot of agents choose to recover quickly. So they want to recover back to L8, level 8, as soon as possible. And some of the reasons why. Well, if you don't get to level 8, you can't use level 8 gear. So at level 8, you can use basically all the gear. You can hack level 8 gear. Actually, you can hack level 8 gear at level 7, but you don't get it quite as much. So once you get to level 8, you hit a level 8 portal and you're hacking it, you get it all out of it. You're able to flip with Ada or Jarvis level 8 portals. Actually, you could probably do that at level, I think it's 6. It costs 1,000 XM per level. So at level 8, your XM is 10,000. So you could flip that and still have a little bit left, but it's going to drain you pretty bad. You got more XM to withstand damage, so you're not having to recharge a lot if you happen to be attacking something that's attacking you back. And as you go through to the L8, to get back to L8, you're going to get the field kits. So you're going to get field kit for level 1, level 2, level 3. So those field kits will come in fast and furious. So if you're grinding, it's going to fill up your inventory really quick. So you probably want to make sure that you empty out your inventory before you start that grind. Beyond L8, you don't have to worry about being badge locked or metal locked. So as you go up through levels 10, 11, 12, 13, those, you don't have to worry about getting those gold and onyx badges again. You've already got them. You would just go back up through. You continue to build your medals. So you don't lose any medals. You don't lose anything on the medals. So if you're at, if you're at bronze, you can go to silver real quickly. It's the same amount it would take you if you're level 16 as being level 8. So you get to keep a lot of things. You probably want to see what that looks like in the scanner. So let's take a look at that. So now we're looking at the scanner after I've recursed, and I've picked up 7 levels. So I'm at level 7, recursed 1. So there's some things that you're going to notice a little different, especially on this screen. You'll notice next to the agent name, there's the wings, and it's a red color, so that tells you that this is a recursed agent, that I'm at level 7. One of the other things you might notice that's kind of different is if I come right back, you'll see it says 9,000 XM in the upper left hand corner. So right now I've got 9,000 XM in my XM tank. That's kind of one of the downsides, that you don't see a lot of that. You don't have that full tank like you used to have. So looking at your stats screen, you notice that it does have, in my case, 435,000 of 600,000 AP. So that's my level going towards level 8. Come down a little bit, there's 2 stats. There's recursion stats, and it says I've recursed once, and I've got 1,035 AP. I kind of screwed that up there. I've got 1,035,000. So I'll get it right eventually.
in recursion. So that lets you know how much I have after I recursed, and then your old time AP 42, in my case 42 million. So 1,042 million, and actually that 1 million was pretty much made in a grind, which we'll talk a little bit about. And if you look at the badges, you'll notice there's some of the badges that look a little bit different. You get to keep all of your badges. You get the simulacrum badge, so that tells you how many times that you've recursed. And you'll notice that on mine, that this badge, the recharger badge, has wings on it. That's because I have gone over twice, so I'm double onyx on recharger. You won't see those until you do, until you become a simulacrum. And of course, I love to field, so when I go down and I look at my illuminator, I've exceeded the onyx 31 times. I love to throw fields. And pretty much everything is the same unless you go all the way down to the bottom. You have recursions, so it'll show you that. The other thing that you'll notice that's different is because I am playing as a lower level, when I look at my inventory, the inventory items are going to look pretty much the same. So the items that I had when I started and recursed, they're still here. They didn't change in number or anything. Actually, they kind of go up pretty quickly because of field kits. What you will notice is when you go in and you do an attack, now you'll notice when I come through things that there's a lock on the level 8 power cubes because I'm not level 8, I'm level 7 now. It's recursed, but that means I cannot use that L8 cube where I could use it before I recurse. And here I have an L8 burster. You notice there's a padlock on that. I can't fire that L8 burster because I don't have the level for it, and there's an L8 Ultra Strike. So there's things that you can't use. I can still use like an Ada or a Jarvis, and since I'm level 7, I should be able to flip just about anything because I would need 8,000 to recurse or to flip a level 8 portal. So it would drain me pretty much, but I would be able to do that. And also you notice that if I go to drone net, my drone net's still there. I can move just like I did before, and I can hack like I did before, but you'll notice that when I hack, I'm getting those upper level things because since I'm level 7, I can get one level above. So I can get the L8 gear now. If I was level 5, I would get level 6 to level 4 gear. So that level 7 is a good place to go. You actually probably want to go to L8 so that you can get all of that stuff. So there you have it, the differences on the scanner and some of the things you can't do after you recurse, some of the things you can.
Reserves 100%.
So when you do the recursion, you probably want to set things up so that as soon as you recurse, that you go back up as quickly as possible. Again, it depends on how you want to play it. If you want to get the feel of going through all the levels again, you can recurse and just start going through playing as a level 1 agent. But a lot of agents don't want to, be restricted by that so much. So they'll work on something like what we're looking at here, which would be an AP generator, and do the recursion just as you're getting ready to do that AP generation and get all of that AP. So you probably want to do this during a double AP time. Use an Apex so that you get 4 AP, and you can probably get to level 7, level 8 pretty quickly. If you've got a good AP generator, something like this, you can get back. I made it back to level 7 in 15 minutes because I used a battle beacon and through this generator a number of times. So you notice that the way this one's kind of set up down at the bottom, I'm at a portal, and basically I'm linking to all of the portals are on the inside of this and layering them over, so I'm getting 2 fields every time that I connect, except for the ones on the outside. So that's about 11,000 AP every time that you do that. And so you can rush up through those lower levels pretty quickly. it kind of becomes a bit of a problem because you get the field kits in those times. And so sometimes it gets in your way that you have to dismiss the field kits and other things and go on about your way. So if you're looking at doing that, some of the things that you probably want to do ahead of time is kill any portals as needed. Do this as a level 16 agent. You don't want to have to do this as a level 1. Deploy things as needed as a level 16 agent. Rebuild portals and check the link range. So with that, you kind of have to guess, what level am I going to get to after I throw this AP generator the first time? And will I be of an agent level to rethrow this after it's torn up? So in this case, I was going to get to like level 3. I think I made it to level 4 after the first time through, level 3 or level 4 the first time through, which was fine. I could build, I only needed a level 2 portal from where this one was at to make it out to all the portals that are inside this AP generator. But you got to make sure that you do that and figure that out beforehand. This is an important one. Use a hypercube before you recurse, because if you use the hypercube, you fill that level 16 tank, and then when you recurse, it doesn't go automatically to the level 1 tank. You maintain that level 16 tank until you drain it all the way down, and then you're only able to charge it to a level 1. So if you're doing an AP generator and you don't delete that level 16 hypercube tank until you've reached, say, level 5, you're in pretty good shape. Use your Apex, use your battle beacons, get those all ready, and that's probably at the point that you're going to want to do your recursion. So do your recursion, then you're going to start throwing your links in fields. Now with the battle beacon, the way that you can use that battle beacon to do this generator is you want to make sure, again, you've got lots and lots of keys that you're ready to go on this. If you need to use S-Bowls, SoftBank Ultra Links to make this work, make sure you've got your SoftBank Ultra Links. You can put those on there. The way the battle beacon will work is it will run for 3 minutes, and then it will flip that particular portal. So on that bottom portal, I'd put the battle beacon. I would throw my fields and links at the 3-minute mark. It would flip it to the opposing faction. At that point, I want to kill it, mod it. So I would throw those SoftBank Ultra Links on it, and then I start linking and fielding again. And I need to do that all in 3 minutes, and that's pretty tight. With this particular one, I was throwing 24 links, and I would just barely get it done. And the first couple times I didn't get it done because the field kits would come in and you had to deal with it. So you throw those links, 3 minutes, it flips it, you kill it, mod it, start linking, and it keeps going through 5 times. So if you got it set up right and you're doing like a herringbone or something like this, you can easily get over 1 million. You could probably hit level 8 fairly easily. And that way you have recursion and you've covered quite a bit. So that's recursion. It's kind of a prestige thing. There's a lot of things that you may only see whenever you have that recursion. So that's it. I hope I see you in the field, and maybe you'll be recursed by that time. See you later.